Padre e hijo están decididos a enterrar definitivamente sus demonios en Insidious, la puerta roja. Conversé con Patricio Wilson, quien no solo regresa a protagonizar la quinta entrega de esta franquicia, sino que también se estrena como director.
Culturizando presenta Qué Ver con MaVi Gangi.
Hola Patrick, ¿cómo estás?
Bien, ¿y tú?
Bien, feliz.
Say Patricio. You can call me Patricio.
Patricio, happy birthday, feliz cumpleaños.
Thank you.
I'm so happy for you for this movie that you are directing now. And I wanted to know, why did you want it to be part of it? Why did you want it to do it your way?
Well, I felt like when they approached me about directing it, I thought the only way that I could do it was to do a story that I felt passionate about. So they gave me sort of the kernel of an idea, and then I blew that up. and I got a great writer in Scott Teems, and he said, "What do you want to make the movie about?" And I said, "I want to deal with fathers and sons. I want to deal with the trauma of the second film." So I just started making it about things that I felt very passionate about, and that ultimately was the most productive way to make the movie, because you're constantly being asked to compromise or cut things, and you have to know exactly the story you want to tell.
Yeah, that was one of my questions too. They give you a freedom to do it your way, right?
They did. Yep, they did. Because I think we are in a spot with a fifth movie. It's a fifth movie, so it's hard to sort of forge new ground. You know what I mean? So I said, the only way that I can do this movie is if I address the end of the second film, then really make it a Lambert trilogy. That was the only way that I could see this movie working for me. They can do whatever they wanted if it didn't involve me, but if I'm going to tell this story, I want to unpack the events of the second film. So they were like, "Great, go with it."
Wow, that's awesome. Patricio, perdón, sorry.
It's okay.
Fans are waiting to be scared as much as they've been scared in their lives. I've been talking to them in thread, and they're like, "What? You need to ask him why. Why do you think the fans are gonna love this movie?"
Well, I think it hits a lot of the right notes. We've got a lot of different kinds of scares in the movie, and ultimately that's what Insidious fans want some creepy scares, and we certainly have those. I think beyond that, I think it's a story about a father and a son. It's a story about a family working through their own problems, and I think people can relate to that. I think the fans that have seen the movies it'll be a very nice homecoming for them, and those that don't, because you don't have to have seen any other movies, hopefully you'll fall in love with the family pretty quickly, and you will want to see them survive, put it that way.
Yeah, we all want to see somebody survive in these movies, because it's very intense. Can you tell us if this is one of the fans asked this, and this is the last question. Can you tell us, is it difficult for you to get inside and outside of your characters being in a horror movie?
Not really. Making sometimes if you're doing scenes that are kind of really creepy or dealing with really dark subjects, it wears on you a little bit. You can't help it. We're people too. But for the most part, we try to have a lot of fun, make a lot of jokes, because it gets very heavy very quickly.
Yeah, it is. I can't wait to see you in Aquaman.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you.
You too.
Bye.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Qué Ver con MaVi Gangi.
Una producción de gangistudio.com.